Hi, Dragons. I just want to start my pitch today by letting you know that I suffer from a mental illness. I suffer really badly with body dysmorphia. I'm telling you this is because of the reason that I founded my brand. My name's Daniel Gray, and I'm the founder of War Paint for Men. And today I'm asking for 7% equity for a £70,000 investment. 20 years ago, I got bullied in middle school due to my appearance. That's affected me massively every day ever since. I started using my sister's makeup growing up to help me build back up that confidence, and it did just that. One thing I couldn't find, though, was a brand that I felt related to me as a man. So what I decided to do was create my own brand. We've been selling online for the last 6 months, and we've sold 13,000 products across the world. Turnover so far is just under 200,000, and we've had massive press coverage as well. Before I open up to any questions, I'd just love to invite one of the gentlemen up so I can give you a quick demo on the product.
Go on, Theo. You can't improve on perfection.
A candid pitch from Daniel Gray.
All I'll do is put in a tiny bit of concealer, so if you can just remove your glasses for me.
Can I see before we've done the... Oh.
So what I'm going to do is literally apply a tiny bit under the eyes.
All right.
He's offering a 7% stake in his brand of makeup for men.
Your right eye probably looks better than your left currently at the moment, so...
Well, why don't you do the other side then?
And he's asking for an investment of £70,000.
Perfect.
With the range flawlessly modelled by Theo Paphitis,
There you go, 10 years younger
Well done.
in 10 minutes.
Lalvani wants to find out more about the challenges that inspired Daniel to create the business.
Daniel, well done. I mean, you know, it takes a
Yeah,
lot of courage
no,
to turn around and to face it all. And, you know, how do you feel now? I mean, after all that journey?
Compared to where I was, like at 13, I feel a lot better in myself. When I was in my early 20s, it was seriously bad. I'll go out to meet my mates, and normally I'm the life and soul of a party, but if I'm not right in my mind, I wouldn't say a word for an hour, and then I'll just go home.
I'm very impressed what you've done. The point about the awareness is important because a lot of men may not understand how to put makeup or what is a concealer,
Yeah.
what is, you know, the foundation. So you've got videos, tutorials, you explain all that?
Yeah, we do a lot.
So who does the tutorials?
We do them all in-house, so we'll have models that we'll use, we'll shoot all the tutorials.
I think you've done a cracking job so far.
Thank you.
Because you're right. There's a lot of men who still feel really uncomfortable about it all, you know, that sort of
massively.
girl stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and what you've done here is you've presented it in a really accessible way.
Yeah.
And it's vegan.
Yeah,
You know,
and
you've looked at the whole...
cruelty-free. We're looking to go 100% natural currently as well. So we're just waiting for our test samples to come over for our whole product range to change to 100% natural.
And I will also tell you, and I've just tried both of these products, that is lovely.
But it's not for you.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can wear that too.
Deborah Meaden gives her seal of approval to the quality of the product and the ethos behind the brand. But a perfectly preened Theo Paphitis wants to know if the hype around the business looks as good as he does since his recent makeover.
Daniel, when did you launch?
2018.
And you said you had loads of fanfare of publicity in the launch. What
Yeah.
did that consist of?
You've had press articles recently. We're on ABC News, we've been on Fox News, Good Morning America. GQ magazine did a big article about us.
So, okay, so I'm fully aware that male personal care market is huge and growing.
Yeah.
How many male makeup brands are out there?
There's probably 5. You have some bigger brands like Tom Ford for men. You have Chanel Boy, but how we've approached it compared to them, we're trying to make it like the everyday man brand, something a bit more masculine.
Thank you.
Dan, what I don't understand is the scale of the opportunity.
Yeah, so the men's grooming market, we know is absolutely massive, 60 billion. It's going to grow by 50% in the next 5 years.
I'm guessing to scale this in a big way, it's about putting it into retail somewhere. And as soon as you do that, is there not the worry that one of the other really well-established brands decides they're going to have an offshoot for makeup?
What I've seen, if you say to a man, go in and buy a Chanel product, it's makeup, Chanel have been known for that for years. I think if you said go in and buy a MAC product, they've got a men's version now, it's still MAC. It's very difficult for them to get into this market and create a cool, edgy brand. I think we've just got 18 months, let's scale this, get it out there everywhere and be the makeup brand for men.
Daniel brushes away Sara Davies' concerns over the company's competition by proving that he has a thorough grasp of the marketplace. Now, Peter Jones wants to know if he's taken any steps to protect the brand in this rapidly growing sector.
Daniel, I want to get a little detail about the business.
Yeah.
Have you registered the trademark against the brand?
Yeah. We went for the trademark for war paint. They came back and said, you can't, because it's too much of a slang for makeup. We had lawyers get involved. We went because I was very adamant that this was the name I wanted. Went back and they overturned it. We're going through the US currently and they don't think there's anyone else in front of us in terms of that challenge, so we've got that as well.
So, I got to say, I am quite blown away by the positioning and the quality of the product.
Thank you very much.
And I think you've really worked really hard to put that together. I'm ready to put my war paint on and go into battle with these guys.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
And that's because I like you, I like the brand, I like the business opportunity. I think you've created something that has real potential. And I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you all of the money for 20% of the business.
Okay. Thank you, Peter.
Peter Jones is the first dragon to make up his mind, offering all the money for 20% of the business, 13% more than the 7 on offer. Will Sara Davies also see potential in Daniel's brand?
I came into the den to look for other young entrepreneurs who were trailblazing and were about to go on an exciting journey, and one that I'd been on and was eager to go on again.
Yeah.
And that's what I see in front of me.
Thank you.
So I would love to work with you. My offer is also all of the money for 20% stake in the business.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
Daniel, I'm very impressed what you've done. You've created a fantastic brand.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to offer you all of the money
Yeah.
for 20%.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Daniel has 3 bids for the business, but all at 20%. Is Deborah Meaden also primed to make a play for the cosmetics company?
You've done a flawless job on this so far. I'd really love to sit here and say this bit's wrong. Really annoyingly.
Yeah.
I can't.
Thank you so much.
So you won't be surprised to hear that I'm going to make you an offer.
Thank you.
But I'm going to make you a better offer.
Okay.
So I'm going to offer you all of the money,
Yeah.
and I want 15% of the business.
Okay, Deborah, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, there we are. Do you know, I've been using moisturiser for about 20 years, every day.
You can tell as well.
You're such a smoothie.
He's totally out for that.
You're
fifth
such a
offer.
smoothie. Listen, for me, the key thing is the business is promoted.
Yeah.
You're promoted because you've put your backstory into this.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to make you an offer. And because Deborah has gone to 15%, I will give you all the money for 15%.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Theo Paphitis follows Deborah Meaden's lead and swoops in with a 15% rival bid.
This is a classic, is it? Well, I just
Talk to
Yeah,
me.
talk to yourself.
They're both up against Peter Jones, Sara Davies and Lalvani, who are all demanding 20% stakes. Daniel's achieved the holy grail for entrepreneurs, offers from all 5 dragons. But he came into the den with just 7% of his business on the table. Is he prepared to lock horns with the dragons?
Thank you all very much for your offers. I really appreciate it. Just got a couple of questions, if that's all right. First of all, Peter, can you just give me a bit more about what you think you can do with the brand in terms of where you think you can push it?
Taking this brand and going global would need serious e-commerce assistance.
Yeah.
And I own a company that takes brands into multiple territories all over the world from an e-commerce perspective. The next thing I was going to say is Tej, he's got a very good contact in Boots. So I would be willing to share with Tej, and you get 2 dragons for the price of 1.
I think I'm happy to do that. 10% each for a total of £70,000. I'll do the deal.
And also, we're going to war here. This is a brand for men, run by men.
Deborah.
You felt that, didn't you? Even you felt that.
I think that was absolutely outrageous comment by the tall fella at the end, and he should apologise for that, because the ladies here are far more capable in a lot of the areas that the guys at the end claimed they could do.
I agree with that.
So
Obviously correct.
Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it. 20% for me is a very, very big chunk. I know we've mentioned 15%, which is still very high for what I wanted to do. So, has anyone got any thoughts where they can maybe just come down?
Okay, look, I really want to make it happen, so I'm happy to drop down to 15%.
I'd be happy to drop down to 15%, 7.5% each.
Can we come down ever so slightly more? Because obviously that's over double what I was willing to give away. I know we were talking about the value you'll bring, but I think this company can be worth a serious amount of money in 3 years' time. And I'm not disowning you, it's just I had an idea of when I came in here the sort of dragons that I was keen with, and it was both of these 2.
Daniel, what about 7% each?
I was thinking about 6% each. 12%, I can't go higher than that.
What about 7% each? And if we get our money back, we'll drop to 6% each.
6% each, and can we do a deal now? Because I generally feel that's fair. We've got a massive track record, we've got revenue, we're good to go. So I would have to stick at 12%.
Let's do it. Let's do it. 6%.
12%,
We shake.
6%
Yeah.
each.
Shake now.
We'll do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Done. Excellent.
Well done, mate.
Great,
Thank you very
great.
much.
Victory for Daniel, who stood his ground and won the war.
That's a very good negotiation.
He leaves the den with his perfect blend of business partners, Lalvani and Peter Jones.
Thank you.